Hi, and welcome to Tennis Predictions with Ryan Shamries. So for this video, I'll be reviewing the Qatar Exxon Mobil Open in Doha, the ATP 250 event. So this tournament is a 28 competitor tournament, and there's 8 seeds. So up at the top of the draw, we have team Basiilashvili, Karatsev, who's just been a recent semifinalist at the Australian Open, if you remember that. Yeah, so pretty much Mubarak Shanan Zayed is a wild card from Qatar, and as well as Karatsev is also a wild card. They will be facing each other in the first round. The winner will play team who has a bye. I went Karatsev just because he's been playing really well, and I think to be honest, I've never heard of Zayed before. Next up, we have a qualifier versus Bublik. I'm gonna go Bublik just because I think Bublik is right now playing pretty well. He beat Zverev in Rotterdam, and I don't think a qualifier can beat him that easily. Roberto Bautista-Agut versus Opelka. This is gonna be a tough match. I'm gonna go Bautista-Agut in 3 sets because I think Opelka has such a strong serve, and it would be it's gonna be tough for Bautista-Agut to break. So if he can get if he can break, he should be able to win the match. Next we have team versus Karatsev. I think team will win in straights. I think it's just team has been playing pretty well, so I think he'll do better than Karatsev on the given day. And then Bublik versus Bautista-Agut. Again, Bublik's been playing pretty well, beat Zverev straight sets. So I think Bautista-Agut might be a little tired from his previous match, so I think Bublik will beat him in 3 sets though. Three loose sets. Okay, the second quarter this is Rublev and Marinka's quarter. Rublev has a bye the first round, and he will play the winner of Gasquet versus a qualifier. To be honest with you, I don't think Gasquet is gonna win. I think Gasquet is a bit too old and a bit too inconsistent in a way, where I feel like he can destroy or he can do really poorly. But for this uncertainty, I'm gonna go with whoever qualifies to beat him. Lajovic versus Fucsovics. I personally don't think Lajovic is an amazing player. I feel like he's somebody who loses a lot, but then he gets a really lucky break, and then you win the tournament, and then I'm like, wait, hold up, he's actually really good. But I do think Fucsovics just had a really good tournament in Rotterdam, so I think Fucsovics will beat Lajovic in two straight sets. Wawrinka versus qualifier. Wawrinka shouldn't have much of a problem beating a qualifier. Grand Slam winner, nothing really else to say there. Rublev also, I think, just gonna destroy the qualifier in the second round there. And Fucsovics Wawrinka, this one's a tough one. In the beginning I thought that Fucsovics was gonna win, but I think Wawrinka just has the more experience. Even though Fucsovics did just win in Australian Open, I think Wawrinka's going to come back and win in 3 tight sets. Okay, on to the third quarter now. So for the third quarter, we have Goffin versus Krikinovich. I think Goffin should win in straight sets. Nothing too out of the ordinary with his matchup. Sonego Fritz. Wow, okay, this one is probably one of my favorite matches in this tournament. Sonego is one of my favorite players to watch. Really creative and just the way he plays. But Fritz is just that and more. So for that reason, I think Fritz is going to win. It's going to be a very tight match, though. I think 2 really close sets, in my opinion. Okay, next one we have a qualifier versus Papasil. So for this one, it kind of depends on the qualifier. But I kind of went on a limb, and I went for the who I think is going to win. So even if it's a really good qualifier, I do think Papasil would still win, because I feel like he's just been flying under the radar a little bit, and I think he can pull off the upset possibly against Shepavala. But I did pick Shepavala to win, but I think it could still happen where Papasil does beat him. I think Shepavala will beat Papasil in 2 sets, and Goffin will beat Fritz in 3. And then on to the last one. This one is a very exciting quarter because Federer, He's his first tournament back. He's been out for a good amount of time. And yeah, so Kornic versus Jaziri. Jaziri is getting a wild card in this tournament from Kornic. And he'll play Kornic, I'm sorry. I think Kornic should win. I haven't really seen much of Jaziri, so I'm going to go with Kornic. Basiilashvili versus Millman. To be honest with you, I'm going to go Millman because Basiilashvili hasn't been playing well, and he's been, like, slipping in the rankings. He's been on his decline. So I feel like this might be either his last year of playing, and I think he's going to retire and lose this match to John Millman. Chardy Evans. So Chardy just came off a pretty big tournament up in Rotterdam. He did just lose to Rublev, but he still made a good amount of upsets. Like, it was a pretty good tournament for him. And so I think he will lose to Evans just because Chardy kind of played really well. I don't think he's going to be able to carry that momentum forward to Doha. Kornic versus Millman, I think it's going to be really close, but Kornic will win in 3 sets. And, like, I feel like one of them will be a tiebreak set where Millman will blow it and Kornic will end up winning that set. Okay, Evans versus Federer. Here's the thing is, I don't know how well Federer is going to play. As you know, he just came back from his injury. But at the end of the day, he's Federer. So I'm going to pick him in straight sets over Evans. Okay, now Team versus Bublik. So I think Team is going to win even in 3 sets through close ones because Team is probably just a more experienced player, and I think Bublik he'll win. Like he beat the qualifier and Baptista Agut, in my opinion. He'll win those matches. But I think Team will just kind of set him straight and beat him in 2 sets. Rublev Marinka, I think Rublev will easily win there. Also, another 2 straight sets. Rublev comfortable. I'm gonna go 6-3, 6-3 if I had to guess. Goffin, Shepavala. I'm gonna go Shepavala in 3. I think Goffin will win the first, but then Shepa will come back and take the last 2. And then Kornic, Federer. I think Federer will win straight as well. Team versus Rublev. To be honest, this is gonna be an amazing match if this happens. Two top talents right now. But I'm gonna go Rublev in 3 sets, and he'll go to the finals. Shepavala versus Federer. I think even though Federer is older and returning, I think he will beat Shepavala in straight sets again. 2 close ones, so it'll be like more of a tighter match. And then in the final, I have Rublev versus Federer. I think Rublev will win in 3 sets. Federer will take the 2nd set, but Rublev will win the 1st and 3rd set. So yeah, this is my Doha predictions for the Qatar Exxon Mobil Open 2021. Thank you for watching, and hope you like this video.